Welcome to Hashtag Reviews. Today we are looking at the iPod Touch 4th generation. The 4th generation comes in white or black. I've got the black model. It's either 8 gig, 32 gig or 64 gig storage. This is the 32 gig storage. So this is it. Fantastic iPod when I had it. It started to get a bit slow because obviously it's out of date. So let's get on with the tour. So first, starting on the screen, it is a 3.5 inch 960 by 640 pixel resolution at 326 pixels per inch multi-touch screen. 3.5 inches. That's not too for 3.5 inches. Not too bad. You've got your home button, which has been introduced since the iPhone 1. This is the old home button without the Touch ID, because of course mine doesn't have Touch ID back in 2011. 2010. Just to note, this is the last iPod Touch Steve Jobs reviewed before he passed away. No, not reviewed, launched before he passed away in 2011. So this must be a gem. So it's also got a VGA quality. No, it's a VGA quality camera. So that's not the best camera at the front. The operating system this runs is iOS 6.1.6, which is the last version before they rolled to iOS 7. I really wanted to get iOS 7 for this, but unfortunately it didn't happen. That's why I got the 5th gen iPod Touch. Anywho, and plus, a bonus, this is a jailbroken iPod Touch. That'll be in the title somewhere, saying it's jailbroken. Anyhow, so it weighs 3.56 ounces, 101 grams, so it's really light. But you definitely can't feel it. It's 4.4 inches height, 2.3 inches width, 0.28 inches depth, so that's 7.2 millimeters thick. 7.2, so that's not as far from the Galaxy Tab S, which is the thinnest tablet out there. So you can do, okay, let's continue the tour. It's got the 30-pin Apple dock connector, the 30-pin charger. They upgraded to the Lightning in the 5th gen iPod Touch and the iPhone 5. Keep going, and then on the side we've got the volume buttons, and that's it. And on the top there's our power button, a sleep wake button. Then on the back we have a 720p up to 33 frames per second with audio, 960 by 720 camera. And it's got also a headphone jack. There you go, Apple, you better fit a device that has a headphone jack. All iPods have them. Anyway, it's got a built-in lithium-ion battery. You can do 40 hours charge. I'm actually ready off the spec list, so it's got 40 hours for music time, 7 hour time, and it goes fast charge about 2 hours to 80% capacity, which is actually pretty good. And yeah, it's also got you can watch videos up to 720p, MP4s up to 480, 30 frames per second. So yeah, so this iPod is a gem. Like, this was the last version of the iPod Touch that Steve Jobs launched, and then the 5th year was when Tim Cook was the CEO, and I mean I like the 5th gen, but it's just completely different. It doesn't feel as premium as the 4th gen. Anyway, turning it on, you're greeted by the iOS 6 lock screen. This brings back memories because usually iOS 7 changed the UI, and you just slide to lock, and like I said, jailbroken, so it does a little animation. So here's iOS 6, I'll just double check it is 6.1.6, so I can here, go to settings, once it loads there, settings, general, and about, yep, I'm correct, iOS 6.1.6, and I'm sorry about, I've got 5 updates to do, oh, okay. I'm sorry that you probably can see a bit of a something there. I don't know how that happened. And yes. Anywho, This is the first iPod to be introduced with FaceTime. FaceTime's Apple's video chat on Mac, iPad, and iPod. That was introduced in iOS 4. We've also got your calendar, your photos, your camera. Unfortunately, I can't do the AirPlay thing, otherwise I'll show you 6.1.6. But I have to just keep holding it out. So yeah, this is the camera quality. I'll just take a picture of the screen while I'm looking at. Or I take landscape photos for best quality. Okay, it's taking multiple photos. Okay, that's the quality of the camera there. Not the best quality, obviously. Well, it's not like uh, not like most devices today, but that's the camera quality. So basically, the most important feature about the iPod Touch 4th generation, I'm guessing, is FaceTime, and also upgraded graphics in games and playing games and whatnot. Well, if I go to Cydia, it is jailbroken. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it's jailbroken, so I'm not comparing it, but it's just like the normal one. So I've jailbroken this a couple of months ago. Actually, I think I jailbroken it a year ago. Yeah, it was a year ago when I jailbroken it. Because the reason why I jailbroke it, because, well, I don't use it anymore, so it's might as well jailbreak the things I don't use anymore. So I can download more ROMs and be crazy about themes and whatnot. That's why I jailbroken this iPod, because I don't use it anymore. And this was back when my iPod Touch 5th generation had charging problems, so I had to be sent back to Apple. Got recalled, I guess you could say. I got the new one literally a couple of months after the 6th gen came out. Yeah, so there's Cydia. So you can download lots of tweaks and themes and whatnot. That's why I got it, for themes. Because I'm sick of the standard iOS theme. It's so plain and boring. And that's why I got theme board for that. And also, my Open Touch 4th gen has Siri. Because rather than the voice control, because that's part of an iOS tweak you can get. So, there's nothing else really to say about the iPod Touch. Besides that, well, would I use it still? Probably not, because it's old and it's slow and whatnot. I mean, my 5th gen's getting a bit slow too, so I'm probably going to get the iPod Touch 6th gen in the next year or so. Because the 5th gen is seriously slowing down. Like, I can't play with some games it used to anymore. Because it's so slow. Well, it's not slow, it's quick still. It's just some apps don't work anymore because they need iOS 10 or yeah. Anyway, that's it for me for this video. If you want to get an iPod Touch, just check eBay and whatnot, because it is out of date. Actually, let's have a look at the Apple website. Have they got a? I'll see if I can buy a refurbished one. You can. I think you can. I'll have to have a look. I think you can buy refurbished products. Okay, let's have a look. iPod Touch. I think you can buy refurbished. I'm not sure. Buy it refurbished off the Apple Store. Okay, no, I need a count. Let me just get up the price for it. That won't go for short. Bugger. I think they're taking it down. So for a refurbished 32GB, that's what I suggest you get. You're looking at 239 Australian dollars, which translates to. So you look at 180 US dollars. Oh, sorry. That's from channel lost. My other channels are out trying to press it. So yeah, you look at 178 US dollars. So not bad. It originally released in 2010 with music, movies, TV shows, videos, and games, applications, yada yada yada. Nike plus iPod support, Apple earphones, and yeah, this is in 532 or 64 gig. You cannot get the 8 gig anymore apparently. It features the retina display too, HD video recording, iMessage, the actual processor, music, and films and TV programs. So it's got a couple of features for its age. So we've also got, yeah, so that's the iPod Touch 4th generation. Do I suggest you get one now? Probably not, because the iPod Touch 4th generation is really slow nowadays, and it's really out of date. But if this was back in 2011, I suggest you get it rather than the previous third generation, because the 4th generation has FaceTime and all that stuff. This was the original product to what we see today in newer devices. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this Tap Tech review videos. If this is the first time you've seen me at all, whether you're new from Taplays or not, please make sure you check out this other channel where we check out iOS, Windows, Mac, or Linux, or whatever products. There's a crap ton of videos coming out literally every day besides Saturday and Sunday, because that's when I have to work on the other channel. I'm doing 9 videos today. That means you won't get videos for the rest of this week. I've got one. Actually, no, you'll get videos tomorrow. You won't get videos tomorrow. I'm doing. I'm doing product reviews mainly today. So if this is not your thing, then I suggest you wait till Friday when we start the operating system reviews again. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.